Crack the window, buddy. The heat is open at 78 degrees, bro. We're gonna crack the window, man. We're gonna crack the window, man. Oh, so panel out. All right, there you go, Bubba. In the window. Woman. Oh. I got you. Yeah, I didn't forget you. I know I don't buy a lot of them. Come on, up. Come on. There you go, Papa. There you go. Get it, Papa. Jump. That's my boy. You ain't have to knock over all the books, bro. Okay? Get up. Yep. There you go. Yep. There we go. What's that one? Okay. It's not a PDF though. Oh, hungry. Yo, Baba Raston. Yeah, I'll check it out in a little bit. I'm live right now, brother. Yeah, I watched that one with the people. Christopher. I watched that on the bottom. It was pretty awesome, brother. But I've seen the top part already. Whew. Oh yeah. Damn kidney bangs. Kidney bangs. Right. Kidney bangs. Taters. Tomatoes. Kidney bangs. Kidney bangs. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jimmy McCracken. Yes, sir. Dang. God dang, excuse me. Start, Greg. Let me start. You won't stop. All right. Okay. Let's do this. Oh. Got a headache. I'm hungry. You love being in that window, don't you? Okay. Down here, the 5G is stronger down here. Though I'm not plagued by it or bothered by it. So, as you see the topic. I remember when I said nobody's here, all of a sudden everybody started showing up. You dig what I'm saying? All of a sudden, everybody started showing up. Nobody can even speak. I love it. Anyway, first I want to say this. Who created the out of Africa hypothesis? Now, before you even speculate or throw some words out there, are you aware that here recently it's been inundated that Karen Blixen, Out of Africa, is a memoir by the Danish author Karen Blixen. The book, first published in 1937, recounts events of the 17 years when Blixen made her home in Kenya. And this is Out of Africa. Now, that's a book based on a movie. The Out of Africa theory was bolstered in the 1990s by research on mitochondrial DNA studies by Alan Wilson and Rebecca Cann, to which is a fabricated lie. Because the key word, we say Out of Africa theory, but bolstered, so that it should not even be at the top. The next is the Out of Africa hypothesis. The idea in African origin for a recent modern human species owes its genesis to interpretations of mtDNA, which suggested that the ancestors of recent humans first appeared in Africa and replaced other populations because they were a new species that did not interbreed. Canstonic. Fictional. Every one of these individual and female, not an Eastern goofy star, but all Masons. Do I need to go back to reading Flatlandis to break that down for you? Out of Africa is a 1985 American epic romantic drama. So we did not include drama, fiction, science fiction, movie, none of those accolades. Yet, when you type in who created the Out of Africa narrative, you could put theory if you want to be on point, but narrative has nothing to do with a movie, a written book, or anything. It should first pop up its true accolades, what are based or steep in theology, right? A narrative, a theory, and then the excerpts on its scientific relevance, which is all stemmed and based out of race. And who actually created it? We know it started before the 1700s in Dutchland. And we know that in 1947, it was carried over by the notorious and no other than Franz Weidendrecht, a Jew. See, you can use contextual narratives when you say Jew in its original format, which has nothing to do with origin. Because as you know, we're reading a book that's going to give enlightenment to those. Let me show you the book instead of just sitting here spouting off a bunch of words, because we deal with a lot of ignorance today. A lot of people who are just plain ignorant as fuck, don't know nothing. Arthur Koestler, the 13th tribe, when there's only really 10. And they've got everybody running around talking about 12 tribes of Israel when they goofy selves, so they don't know no better. Now, I was going to share some videos to Kolek, Rondo, Trauma, and a few other people, Riploid, showing about 8 videos on YouTube of Jews running up to melanated people saying, you are the chosen people. It's not about a Jewish identity, People who are rabbis, people who are running around in a small hat with the tassels hanging there. Yeah. But I says, no, because there's a bunch of them. Some were removed, ones that I remember the old ones. So, why am I doing that? You need to first understand the people who circumvented themselves and surrounded you, because no Jew was marrying anybody in Africa. When did the term Africa come of origin and age? I know we want to go to certain individuals, especially that one black mofo. What was his name? You don't see him on here, nowhere on here. But if you go to DuckDuckGo, the Chinese website, they put a certain name up. An African American, an actual African, born on this soil, somewhere around Philly or something like that, Detroit. It would be nice to see, and oh, he just happened to be a fraternal order of the Masonic Society as well. The same people that convinced you the earth was round, who are about 5 levels up under the Rothschilds. No, actually the bottom of the pile, because we're Christians and Jesuits, which some Masons are way above them. So yeah, the bottom beaters. Then you can go to human origins, cited by the Out of Africa hypothesis of modern human origins emerged in the mid-1980s. That's funny, around the time when who? Messi Jackson, 85. Paleoanthropologists such as Gunter Brauer in Germany. Look his name up, I will say least. What boggles my mind is everybody accepts the fact that the Negro is the original man, and everybody comes out of Africa. As if you mongrels and Mongols found this place on your own, when we know that history is a pure fabricated lie that keeps division and separation. The accolades of old world history points to Negroes being on every continent, besides the young idiots pushing forward all several. They want to have you existing 25,000 years ago when the pale skin didn't even exist 25,000 years ago. Hell, not even 2,000 years ago. Not in the context that you see. I can show you several different tribes of people with long wavy hair, thick spiky pointy hair, thick curly, what they call Irish curl, green, blue, brown, light brown, almost dark red, amber, brunette eyes, and gray. All Negro. For those who like to use that lucid term. And y'all have nothing to prove, because everything you say, I will go before that you've accepted. The mundane and the stupido. Thank you to people like Curamio, thousands, who know otherwise. You couldn't pay me to go against that of the ancestors. I wouldn't care if they says, Mr. Burns, but we're going to put you on a land where you can live 1,000 years old. I wouldn't give two shits. See, weak people acclimate to the false prosperity of narratives because of their delusion. Chemical lobotomy and castration and decapitation are not fictional. If you actually know what chemically or biochemical means, it doesn't actually mean to separate, but it does in a sense. That means from the natural order into the, what they say, order out of chaos to the chaotic, so they can establish theirs. You have chumps, weasels, bloodletters, pedophiles, homosexuals, not all perverse by the narrative. I'm talking about the deviants who are pushing this, and they have the little goofy soldiers to back them as if they're going to be saved. Out of Africa. So brand new. It's like the earth being round. But what's not brand new is the fact that your water's being poisoned, your food is jacked up. The medicine's not medicine or medicinal. Let's utilize that term. The fact that Down syndrome is running rampant right now, and it hit us kind of late. But y'all, you know what this is? This is called Down syndrome. Even in his vernacular of this. Oh, you didn't know that. Every time I ask one of y'all what's your blood type, you got an issue. I don't know. Well, just so happened I served in the military, so I know the majority of y'all's blood type has nothing to do with O positive nor negative. And the few that I have met, every time they show me a great grandma, the young one, oh wow, you got some, and they go, yeah, I got somebody black in your family, and I want to smack them in their mouth. Stop saying that. You have somebody of origin in your family. You don't want to listen to the slave trade. The old age Asian slave trade was melanated Asians came here, or were not Asians by the term. They were that from the last of the Ming dynasty before the Boxer Rebellion, because the British were there and the French to murder the original inhabitants who fled to the mountains. While y'all took up suit, just like the Anu Islands. When I went and visited the monastery up there, they were damn near whited out by these new fake Japanese. Look at Brazil, all those chinos over there mixed in, and are being accepted as the new identity when the original identity of the people native to that land still is there. Though the Portuguese sick dogs over there are murdering our people and their little Down syndrome half-breed babies, not all, but quite a few. Same thing in South America, no damn different. You fight your ancestors, you don't even know it because you're stupid. People who have never had hate for your dumbasses definitely have it now. What happens when the trigger is set, though? No, not the little skirmish with dumbasses running around made up from goofy music, because music does persuade us in magnitudes, major ways. We're very harmonic, soul, rhythmic people with a purpose. And unlike the rest of y'all, to which you're not. Well, we're great that we took breakdancing, as I did, around the world in 85 and 84. And people caught on, tapping into their natural instincts. Instead of fighting with us, you fight against us because of your arrogance and your ignorance, your benign, cyanide-like blood, your purported ideology based on the narrative that those who are destroying you as well. We didn't make meth and crack, or ice, K2. But here it is in your stupor. I didn't have to go and open up all these thousands of tablet heads I got up here. I didn't have to scroll over for this. And then some of y'all run around with Christianity. It tells me you're foreign ideology and narratives. Far from Mother Earth, yet you spew all ancient ways. As if you know. And what do they use to make us hate you? people in costumes. I was just talking with a good friend of mine, a Vietnam guy who's in medicine, works in medicine. He's like a therapist, not mine. We talk to each other because we're veterans. And I love setting up appointments to go see him. He's like, oh, the range is back open. I got to give me a key. I was like, you want me to pick it up for you, bro? No, I got to go over there and pay that little, was it 45? Yeah, still 45. All right, brother. It sticks. I love talking to this Pelskin brother. And he loves to hear a little bit of knowledge that I have. And he shares it. Wow. You know why this is the last land? Because the enemy knows it can go one way or the other. But this time, as the story says, there's no depth or height they can hide. Even if they were to bring on a catalysm or death by air, poison, like the idiot Fauci and other dummies who don't know no better, Gates and all of them. I'm not going to say their whole names. It could be a number of Faucis. There's thousands, if not millions. Gates as well. Kevin Gates. What? I mean, come on. It can end. That's not going to stop nothing, though. We were talking, and he says, it's funny. He had a friend who was a sheriff, retired. And his friend said to him, you know, because he deals with police officers too, ex-police who need therapy. And the sheriff said to him, you know how they hire police officers now? They look for the sociopaths and the psychotic. Oh, if they can get them from the military and they were trigger pullers, definitely. I was like, wow, I've been saying that for a long time. Hell, we know that. I trained quite a few. I had to beat one up where I studied Taekwondo. Like beating up on the children. So I said, let's spar. And I let go. Cut up like a little bitch. Ex-Marine, whatever. I don't care about all that. I was in my 40s, I think. 38, something like that. And in 9 months, I became a Sabo now. People have been studying for 12, 13 years. And I became a first-degree black belt in 9 months. Even my ex-wife, when we talked, she says, I can't believe you did it that fast. I know. No, it's not bragging an ego. It was just funny. See, people who know how to fight very well don't want to fight. People who get a taste of it, when they reach adulthood, when their body's fully developed, and they get this disease of hunter. Who would you choose from if you wanted to conquer the world? A bunch of weasels and wimps. You go and you mitigate what? A narrative of history or societies where people would, if they knew the truth about these people, they would come down on them, and you keep it very secret, and you conscript, and you snatch, and you pull, and you manipulate, whether it be music, by way of photos and videos now, or showing a false narrative with some truth. And they believe they belong to that. But here we have a bunch of people now where it doesn't even have to be that big because they've got everybody against everybody in this stupid candor. Yeah, I'm always being told, oh, well, you look like you're Indian. What the fuck? It's the most ignorant of individuals as well. This dumb people. The spark is gone, I guess. That's another story for another time. No, I was going to go on StreamYard. I'm going on later tonight because I have to read. Don't worry, I'm doing this now. I've got to eat. A banana's not going to do it. Yeah, I just learned something today. When you come off the heavy metal, you got to make sure you get the proteins and the minerals. I was like, I should be able to do what's in my body. I'm down at 205. And they reiterated, trust me. And I says, well, I'm going to entrust that you're saying the truth. And if anything comes out of it wrong, you know, so people are stupid. And I don't say that with pride or I don't say it in it's, who remembers when I broke down the word stupid? Yeah, that's what I thought. These two books right here are from Flatlanders. That's the reason why I didn't read it, because I wanted to read these two with it. Paradise Found, remember? And then it goes into the Arctic home in the Vedas, the Hindu guy. And I believe these would really be able to extrapolate on a lot more information. We actually finished Flatlanders, but I would like to get reading these as well. So that way you have a little more tie-in. When I'm reading it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And this is before we got into the Christ factor and the 33rd vertebrae and the ladders being the side of the, I forget medical term for that, on the side of your ribs. That's the Jacob's ladder, descending. The angels, the fluid, the Christ-like fluid, the angels have nothing to do with what you think. That's the reason why I'm reading Nos Confoundum, so you can have a different dynamic look at something. Are we the only beings? Sentient? As far as what we are eternally, which we're having a hard time to bring outside of ourselves. IMO, I don't think so. Yet, why would I even be fractured or worry about what else is out there? Haven't we worshiping and worried about things out there for far too long? Doesn't that create stress, which raises cortisol? That in a demeanor or DNA, if that's what we want to use that term, that means our body is a weakened state, so more cortisol, what does that do? It doesn't hamper, but it dampers, right? Well, it hampers, yes, and it dampens, right? It creates more of a conflict of interest with your body. So how can you rise to the occasion when you're always sick? That's why I'm telling you it's important to remove your feelings. It's a trivial walk, and your emotions, get them in check. And ladies, especially you, I can't stand when a lady comes along and thinks they know what they're talking about, and they ain't been talking it too long. And they haven't paid attention to who they're talking to or expressing themselves to. Men, you get something, you just run off the chart. You don't even know which direction you're going, rolling or turning. It's amazing. Just blah, blah, blah. A lot of our people have issues. And 9 times out of 10, when we call somebody with issues, we have issues ourselves. So where is the conditioning direction headed? What is the hope? What is being done to make the correction, to fix the problem? More banter, more drama, and all those people side and ride along with it. What is coming out? I usually like this. Oh, wow. That's pretty much what I do. I'm like, well, I'm always thinking, well, how can it be fixed? How can we stimulate something in a different direction to make it better? Well, I won't be silent no more, and I will not hold my lip. Well, I won't sit there and debate and argue with idiots or fools. That's their plateau. There's many they can do that with. And if they don't want to listen to what's relevant to what may be more rational and reasoning to the truth, not in specifics, but to whatever their banters are about, the seed has been planted. We have choices. Science. What you need science for unless you need to undo what has been done? T. I thought people would think about these things. Like, what is the purpose of science? Somebody gonna tell me that little goofy, made up Nash ideology from those who raised you in it? It is to undo that which is normal, natural, order to it. Why would you have to fix something that is not broken? What did Mammy always say, and Pappy? If it's not broke, don't attempt to fix it. Keep you running around arguing, oh, the difference, well, I don't want to make several explosives. So what? And what's the purpose of an explosive? Bunch of lame tards. They done jacked everybody's food up. You see shelves are empty, da 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 the water, blah, blah, blah. And everybody thinks everything's natural, so they have to have something to fight about, don't even know the direction which way to fight. Listening to imbeciles, if not paid imbeciles. Unbelievable. You're gonna enjoy these two books too. God dog, they're pretty good. Obviously, you can see I've already been all up in there. I don't want to mess them up too bad. I'm attempting to find a feeling behind this, other than the fact I know that it's natural. It's not, I'm not hyped, I'm not down, I'm not sad, it feels, what I'm saying, it feels like I'm supposed to. I don't think any of y'all really know what that feels like. It feels good, Papa. I know. It feels good, right? It feels good. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? No? You saying hi, Papa? No? Come on, Papa. My kisses. You know? Okay, I'm not ignoring you, all right? He's in the window. Come on, come on, come on. You back and forth 1,000 times, 1,000,000. It's all right. That's right, Papa. Get your nuts out my face. There you go. Oh, somebody's saying hi. Bunch of people, hey, say hi, Papa. He's on my leg, y'all. He's doing his ballot. He wants to play. Stop walking by the trick while it's unsafe, but still, he's got to walk all over the guns. I got to take him upstairs, put him up and safe. I bought another one. It was cheaper than the last one, and I get 10% off now, which I supposed to I got off before. So instead of $129, you know what I mean? So I bought 2 of them. I needed one from another build I've been working on for a while, so I'm going to sight it in, and I'm going to transfer it and sight it on that one. Big gun. Yes, Papa. What's up, Papa? What's up? Oh, you got the belly rub. Oh, it's like, yo. Oh, no light up there, boy. No light. He didn't want y'all to see that he's a man. Well, a cat, a male cat. You know, my 4-legged little brother, furry. I guess that's why people want to call him so furry. I'm not even going down that road. Okay? Look at us. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. See? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, all that. I'm going to shut it down. I've been on for 40 minutes. I just wanted to say that. There's a whole lot more, and y'all know it already. A whole lot more I could say. I used to speak on those little goofy groups, and everybody be quiet. I'm tired of all that foolishness. Thank goodness I've got good brothers from Guyanese, Caribbean, people who know better. No, we use the term Africa with them. It's no problem. But also I've showed them maps showing that Africa didn't even exist in its context. There were the 3 to 4 little tribes, the original people like the Twa. They look Chinese. And one pygmy tribe. Mansa Musa didn't come from the lower Hyperborea. He came from the Upper Peninsula. Why don't they tell the real place he came from? Do they have a hard time with it? Like they got y'all believing Lincoln was some pale skin, depraved olive leopard Down syndrome baby or something at 6 foot something. No. And then when I tell them about that movie in 1934 with Bing Crosby, showing you exactly what it looks like, the 5 books that I have that tells you, Swarthy, the fact that I broke down what swarthy is. Brunette had nothing to do with hair color, but skin tone. Bunch of dummies. And then they have people running around because they slanted eyes. This, that, and other work for orphan children from wars defeated long ago to be scripted in and given a diet that never existed on their ancestors' palates. To want to believe that they can be us in that phenom. The books that I'm reading, brother, ABJ you just popped up. The books that I'm showing you. But you must read them with them, brother. It's all in there. You just got to know, you know how they say people pick and choose. No, when you're reading, you know, when you read enough information, when you travel, if you have, you're able to, it's like a puzzle. You're able to put again all the good ends. You're able, you know the faces, you know what parts to set to the side to fill it in. So when you complete that million piece puzzle, it didn't take you that long, but everything fits for maybe 10 million books. That's way out there, but that's, and me, who actually was able to talk to his grandmammy, his pappies and greats and great-greats and shit, and travel the world and talk to other people's great-greats and greats. Imagine being 27 years old talking to a 90-year-old Masonic woman who was born in the late 1800s, drinking a bunch of liquor. You know, a woman had the biggest boobs in Scotland I've ever seen. She didn't look, you don't want to wake up beside her in the bed, but with that mole that had the afro growing out of it. But what I'm saying is, why me? Well, you know what? We need to stop asking why. We're so busy being completely complex and why this and that. When you know a truth, you don't have to argue it. Because somebody's lost, you don't have to debate them nor express anything to them. Let them be. It's the ones who think they know that you should have an issue with, but not in anger or feelings, not in emotions. And if you don't know what to say, then say nada. Knowing what to say sometimes means knowing not to say anything. Like, is it supposed to take time off your life? I still see people celebrating their birthdays. Hey, man, I'm 50. So what? You don't want to make it another 50? You're simple-minded? You're celebrating all these holidays. They ain't got nothing to do with your natural order. You got people talking about the Aboriginal. I'm following Christ. Yo, you goofy son. Follow yourself. I remember growing up, not one pale skin knew how to dress. Unless you was wearing a suit. All the Caribbeans, we were the only ones matching. There was something inherent to us. We created breakdance and hip hop, rap. We did. Nobody else did. All they partook because they were there. We created it. Rock, country, jazz, pop, hockey, basketball. They tried to take that one. That just amazed me when I saw that. That's right, football. Duh. We were the greatest swimmers, and all of a sudden we got to a period of time we couldn't swim. How'd that happen? Well, after wars, and you can't go into the swimming pools that you had built. And then they blew them up when it was okay for you to go in. Make it make sense. You have a bunch of children from orphans who believe in the lie that some great pale skin race created by a certain group of Zionists, Franz, Boaz, and all them idiots. It amazes me how y'all harken on and embrace that stuff while they're running around until the 1940s. They couldn't even call the color. You friggin' nimnut retards. I like when they come in and they pop off. No, we don't care about you. They come and leave. No, bye. Get, scoot, chalio, talio, chariot, pip, pip, get gone. goofies. We don't need you here. But it's not based upon an ego, brother. Yeah, we're creators. So what? There's a natural order of things we need to step back into. I'm getting tired of saying that. Make sure your children are able to watch this. They're listening and seeing more and worse. Make it child friendly. No, that's stupid. You sit them down and you show them and share them with your nephews and nieces. All right? I gotta eat something. I'm starving. 75 degrees, windows wide open. Something wicked this way comes. Let me give a shout out and I'm gonna get off of here. Rondo, grand elevations, brother. What's going on? Yeah, I put it down. Etta Anderson, Alito, what's going on, beautiful? Joshua Northern. Hey, Joshua, appreciate that. Hold up. Let me make sure. Somebody else, did I say it earlier? Donated 25. I wanted to make sure I got the name right. You don't have to say nothing. Let me just pull it up. Okay. Hear me. Oh, actually, yeah, it is he. And that was Joshua Northern, 25. Appreciate it, Josh. Because Joseph Williams was the one that said 20. And Susan, the 50, and Chattahaya Bell. So appreciate it, family. I always want to let people know when they send it. So it's there. I can't show you all my Bitcoin. I'm about to withdraw that because I got a funny feeling something bad's going to happen. Yeah, I got quite a bit of Bitcoin. What's up? If you were doing Bitcoin and you're not doing none of this stuff out there, let me go ahead and I'm retarded. Leave me alone. Right now, I think it's going to fall out this month or maybe next month. I would go. I wouldn't go for that. Right now, what's up right now? Like I said, I'm being slow. Well, Bitcoin's up by 0.29%. So if you had 1,000 and if you had 5,000, you don't want to lose that. So Bitcoin alone, okay. Now, as far as the market, watch. I would go with Apple. I don't know. Nike's only up because they've lowered their prices. How long is that going to last? Maybe that's a 2 to 3 month thing. So depending on how much they've lowered it. But yeah, my thing is I have a few out there. But Apple is up 3.68%, and Nike's 3.24%, and Visa is up 3.9%. Even though McDonald's up, I'd be careful, but do not mess with the movie industry right now. There's reasons, right? Do not mess with the gas, and do not mess with the phone. Now, Tesla dropped, even though it's back up 2.47. I mean, this is what I do, people. All right? And if you know how to use biggest deli movers like Swivel Holdings, that's up 114.29%. And I just added $30 more to that. So my next reading will be a 70 something. So I just wanted you to know that. Oh yeah, it is up by 114. And I just bought another $20. That's plenty in there. Net profit could be in a negative because even though it's up 114.29%, it's at its 12-month low based upon December. So I just wanted to share that with you. Okay. Let me finish giving shout out so I can get the hell up and go to eat. Ha, Joshua Northern, Benji, what's going on, beloved ones? Equator 7, Chatahaya, what's cracking? Black Wild Indian, what's going on? Platinum and Gold, yo, you already know, family. You know what's funny? Like, usually nothing pops up unless I touch the screen, but his popped up. I was like, what's going on? Every once in a while that happens. Hanupari, what's going on, family? Oh, you just got the notification late. Everybody's not getting it. It's kind of weird. And people have actually hit the notification. I don't know. It's something. Whatever's going on is going to happen. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, he saw him all up in the camera. He was getting his cameo. Yeah, every book. You know what, Abe? I'm going to go ahead. I never took pictures of all of them. I'm going to stack them up side by side so you can read the binders, take a good picture, and I'll just, what I'll do is, no, you know what? I'll take each book, and what I'll do is I keep making posts of all the different books that I read. Hey, Grey Wolf, what's cracking, brother? Those of us that really care, we forget about free will, and times some get caught up in that because of and the love we have. Yeah, no doubt. Large Long Wolf, what's cracking, bro? Yeah, I've been on here for about 50-something minutes, brother. But we are the creators, that's for sure. You dig what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I gotta get you, man. You've been on here like handing on the truth, yeah. But let me go ahead. I got to eat something, guys. It's going on 2:00, and I ate only the banana and a cup of tea I've been sipping on since about 9:00 this a.m. So for the ladies that are still in here and the gentlemen, respect, love always. All right, I gotta eat. Years beep 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 calling me. Honest and respect.